Has it ever done
Okay.
this to you?
What?
I ran out of reels.
I've never run out of reels before. You ran out of reels?
Yeah, it won't go anymore.
Can you show the screen?
Well,
Show the audience?
it's gone now.
Okay. Well, welcome back, everyone.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been recording for a few minutes.
No, we haven't.
No, 17 seconds. Hold on, Mike. We gotta do mic test. 1, 2, 3. Come on. A little more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's got a spike so I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do one more?
No. Every time we do that, I always skip it in the video.
Why do you skip the? You're scared?
Yeah.
It's not that loud.
It's pretty loud
It's not that
when you watch it back. It's pretty
It's
loud.
not that loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's not loud. I turn it down in post, but I don't. I could, but I don't. I might. I will. I won't.
How about that?
So it's Monday.
It's the middle of the month.
It's Monday, February 16th.
15th.
No.
All right.
Monday, September. Remember Monday, February.
Why are you wearing a hat?
Because my hair's crazy.
It's disrespectful to our audience.
My hair's crazy. I didn't feel like doing my hair, so I just got the hat.
Okay.
You humiliated me, but that's okay. So the episode, it's Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday Fun Day 17/6th, and this is another
Awesome episode.
awesome episode of Advice for Buffoons. We're 3/4 of the way to fucking 100 episodes. Stop. That dude, have you been picking at my desk?
No.
Be honest.
I just noticed how shitty it is.
Be honest. When you were sitting here before, would you pick here?
No, I wouldn't.
Because I had to, because the rim of my desk came completely off.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that.
had to rip it off because it was peeling. So I just ripped it off.
I mean, I guess it'll stop peeling now.
Yeah, but it's pretty ugly.
Well. Ugly things are useful.
Today's episode is about science. I've noticed that in the world, there's so many scientific things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Is this in focus?
Mm-mm.
Focus.
It's not.
Let me turn on the fucking AF. Just turn on the fucking autofocus. So it's episode 75. It's about science. We have a lot.
I'm with the science team.
Do we have anything to report that are happening in our lives?
Nothing ever happens. Actually, well, something did happen. We went to a drag show.
We went to a drag
It
show.
was pretty dope.
My stomach is still sick.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was all better.
No, I'm not fixed.
Sad.
I'm fully not fixed.
It's been a month and a half.
Yes, it has been a month and a half. The doctors will not help me.
Should we just take you to the hospital?
The hospital's not going to do shit.
Well, they can do your endoscopies and your.
They're not going to do
ultrasounds
the endoscopy there.
Why
They're
not?
because they're going to be like, you need a referral.
No, you can get that done at a hospital. Man,
No,
it's a
man,
hospital.
they're not gonna help me. Nobody will ever help me. It sucks, man. It just sucks being ill. I want to eat human food. I want to be like a normal kid. I want to be like all the other kids.
Well, you'll get better quicker if you go to the hospital.
The hospital will not help me. I'll sit there for 25 hours and then I'll fucking get
How
killed.
do you know?
Because people who are dying go there and they don't get helped.
You're not dying.
My belly feels funny. My belly feels strange. Remember that?
My tummy feel full.
So we got
My
a lot.
elbow feel funny.
We got a lot to go through.
Oh my god, that's a lot of pages.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about how awesome your life is, or do you want to just jump straight into
No.
your life's
Let's
not
just
awesome?
jump into it, yeah.
Hold on, I need a sip of water.
I have nothing to report except we saw drag queens, and they were dope. Yeah, no wonder you're gonna feel sick all the time. You're gonna get stop. Oh my god. Your stomach is gonna explode now.
Okay. So you could read off the first one. This is a letter we got.
This is a letter?
Make sure to make eye contact with the camera so they know you're reading.
It's blurry.
Yeah, because I moved the camera.
Dear gentlemen, my name is Tippy Winkle Tugglebottom. I am a first-rate scientist from a third-rate nation, bracket Germania. For years now, I have wished to shed my proverbial wings to create
Hmm.
wonderful scientific,
Sound
scient,
it out.
scientifician
No,
instrumentums,
no, you got to sound it out. Don't guess. You got to sound it out. No guessing.
scientifician
Mm-hmm.
invention, inventionistums.
Inventionistums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inventionistums. Here are a number of my inventions: a infinite machine, a self-driving train, a jetpack, and a tube that delivers energy from the sun.
Hmm.
Here's my request. I would like to request $10,000 to afford a flight to another country that is more friendly to scientists. Bracket, i.e., Belarus, Russian Federation, Chechnya.
Yeah.
Well, I think my first advice would be to learn what a country is. Chechnya is not a country.
Well, I think they want to be a country.
Yeah, well, that's not going to
Isn't
happen.
Chechnya like an autonomous region?
I think it's not a country though.
Maybe we should just not comment on the whole country thing.
Yeah,
It does concern me because it seems like he wants to go to places with less ethical consideration. That's what I'm worried about. Because I don't know. I mean, have you ever read that short story about like the perfect city, but there's a little boy they're torturing?
mhm,
What if that is the infinite energy machine that
yeah.
that
Well, yeah, some of these
that Tippy Winkle
inventions,
Tugglebottom is building?
some of these inventions don't. Also, the tube that delivers energy from the sun sounds a little familiar to
That
something I
sounds
came up
kind of
with.
like your. I remember you had an idea
Similar, yeah.
to put solar panels on the moon
Yeah, and then transport the energy down to Earth.
by a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, self-driving train. The point is that they're not self-driving. Or I guess, yeah, I
The
guess they're
point
supposed to be self-driving.
yeah,
Never mind.
there are self-driving trains.
The Apple machine,
The what?
the infinite Apple machine,
What the hell's an infinite Apple machine?
infinite machine. It's like Apple machine from Earthbound.
What's the Apple machine from Earthbound?
It's an Apple machine. Doesn't do anything.
Also, jetpacks already exist.
Yeah.
So
So
that one, Tippy
um,
Wickle, what the hell's his name? Tippy Wickle Tugglebottom?
yeah, I think Tippy Wickle Tugglebottom, if I had to give him advice, I'd say you're in probably the best country for scientists,
Yes.
Germania. I
Hmm.
would just stay there.
I would not, and I would drop some of these ideas.
Like moving to Chechnya.
I think the tube from the sun. I think you're gonna run into the logistical issue. There's a few issues, but one, the sun moves, so you need to have a floating tube, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Two, there's stuff in between Earth and the sun. In fact,
Is
there's
there?
there's yes, there's two planets
Oh yeah.
and a bunch of asteroids.
I don't think
Three,
there is. I think
you
the asteroid belt is
you think
between
there's no
Mars.
asteroids in between the Earth and the moon?
Well, they're not there all the
Bitch,
time.
you on the moon? You also got the moon of all those places, and okay, like this is the Earth, right? This is the sun going around the Earth.
Yeah.
So the tube is going to be going around the sun like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of energy, but it's also getting energy from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
But the last thing I'd be worried about is melting the sun, melting the tube.
That wouldn't happen.
So
It's cold in space.
not next to the sun because the sun is an explosion.
True.
Hello, I'm a kid with questions. Also, my name is Vippy.
Hi, Vippy.
Here's a list of questions I have. Why does my sister hit my mom? Why is the sky blue? And mom, why did mom say that I am stink? These questions are very important. My family does not get along, and I hope that if I get answers to these questions, I can possibly repair my family. Also, my mom and dad sleep in different bed. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not weird. That's normal.
This is very common and normal
It's very
story.
normal. Sisters will hit mom because mom is being bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Mom will be good to son, but be bitch to sister. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone here who has sister can say, yeah, mom was bitch to sister
Mm-hmm.
once or at least once.
Moms be hating on the eldest daughter.
Moms be hating on sister.
Yeah. It just happens.
Moms and dads sleeping in separate beds.
That's common. That's normal.
It's yeah. In marriage,
I honestly don't think this person has any problems.
I think the end goal of marriage is divorce.
Yeah.
I think that is the good to see this experiment through. Remember, I was watching the which is the one with Whoopi? Is that the View or the Talk or the Social?
No idea.
I was watching one of these like daytime talk shows for like middle-aged women one time. I was in the cafeteria at school and I was eating a small fry. I was So I was sitting in the cafeteria and the View was on or whatever, and Whoopi, if that's who is on the View, was like, they were talking. They're saying, what is the ramifications of Trump winning because it was 2016, and Whoopi's like, I think that what we're gonna see is an end to this experiment that our founding fathers created.
Mm.
I said, whoa,
It's deep.
damn.
Whoopi's deep.
Whoopi said that there was going to be an end to the experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't right, but
She might have been a little right.
she wasn't right in that it didn't happen in the first term, and she wasn't right in that it's probably not going to happen in the second term.
Yeah.
Americans will just take anything. They'll
Not
their government can do anything to them.
not until Mamala saves us.
Kamala will rescue. I thought you were supposed to save us, Kamala. No,
Chappell run for president.
dude. Remember that when Bernie lost and they made that there was like that drawing. It's like, Bernie, I thought you were supposed to save us.
Yeah.
And Bernie's like, no, that's your job.
That's Joe's job
love
now.
I love Israel.
Yeah.
I cannot. Okay. Oh, whoop. This is from another fan. I cannot trust Western science, but I want to believe it is helpful. Oh, you know what? Actually, you should read this one because the next one has stuff you can't say in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should read that one.
I cannot trust Western science, but I want to believe that it is helpful.
Slow down, slow down.
Many scienticians I have met are untrustworthy or tried to do dirty tricks to us. Their medicine rarely works, and when it does, it has some side effects like death, baldness, no more erection / penis or vagina. If you could give a few examples of how science works, I would very appreciate. Best, Turban Rube.
What? That was his name?
Yeah, his name is Turban Rube.
Turban Rube.
Yeah, I don't trust Western science
That
either.
his name is not Turban. That's Turpin.
I don't think it's going to be helpful to
That
you.
says Turpin Rube.
I think you should look to Eastern science, Chinese science.
I think that I can relate to this because I have an illness.
You have no more penis.
No, that's not true. I've got a big one. I've got one of the biggest ones in this room.
You have baldness. That's why you have the hat on.
I have the biggest hair and the biggest penis in this room.
Well, you haven't had death yet.
I haven't had death yet, but so I've got an illness and it prevents me from eating hamburger, pizza, beer,
Hamburger.
basically the good stuff. I can't have beer, I can't have soda, I can't have hamburger, I can't have chip, I can't have pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move into the future a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's been a month and a half, no recovery. I have found only a few things cure my symptoms. One of them we won't mention, but it's completely healthy and God gave it to us. The other thing is smoothies, granola bar, and fruit, which God also gave us. So effectively, what works for me is plants, fruits, and vegetables. Wait, what is that? The earth.
Mm.
Also, sometimes when I need to puke and I do breathing exercises, I don't need to puke anymore.
Mm.
Sometimes when I'm at work, I gotta puke in the toilet and big green blob comes out.
Mm.
So, what I'm saying is don't trust Western science because it won't help you.
Do you think your illness might be partially semantic?
Semantic?
Yeah.
What are you talking? What?
Like, do you think it's a manifestation of mental distress?
You're saying you mean psychosomatic?
No, it's somatic. That's what I said.
No, you said semantic.
Whatever.
Semantic's like a different thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's psychosomatic.
Okay.
Yeah, but when because I had a beer and I started vibrating and then I threw up like 7 times.
Mm.
That doesn't usually happen. I don't know. I'm sure stress is part of it, but it just seems too. I don't know. So yeah, Turpin Rube, don't trust science. Don't trust science. Don't trust math. Whatever. Basically, just fruit, vegetables, acupuncture, and I don't know, Reiki. Okay. Only savages. Only savages practice shamanism and traditional medicines. You are a savage if you believe this garbage. Ooh, I need to eat big plant like yarrow and ginger
Yarrow?
or cascara bark, which is used as commercial laxative. Basically, this crap is gay. My name is Eucharum Alonius. I believe that we must give a needle to every person that makes them use only good science rather than science based on useless, stupid, gay stuff. Yeah. Peace out. Follow me on Twitch, Twitch TV/Kill Woke Women, Eugram Elonius.
Mm. I don't think we should justify this one with a response.
I think that he brings up a good point because during COVID was trying to take all of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And what saved us?
Trudeau.
That, yes, our basic,
Stimmies.
a sort of cult like love for Trudeau, but also that booster, that Moderna, that AstraZeneca, that Astro Heart Attackica.
Dr. Fauci.
Remember how AstraZeneca was giving people heart attacks that were so hard they were just fucking, they were having heart attacks while, like, literally as it was going through their veins. Have you ever seen like a movie
I don't
where?
think this is true.
Have you ever seen like a zombie movie where someone gets infected and it like zooms into their veins and you can see like their like blood vessels turning black and green? You
Yeah.
ever see that?
Yeah.
That's what happened with AstraZeneca, except it was putting little nanobots in that would attack your heart and pull your aortas out.
Did you get AstraZeneca?
No, I got Pfizer. I got Pfizer for every single one.
Mm. I was told that you shouldn't mix them, but then I mixed them anyway because it was the easiest one to get.
I think that they weren't sure if mixing them would harm you, but I think they came down and it doesn't.
Who cares?
My dad got that AstraZeneca.
I did too.
Wait, my dad got an AstraZeneca, then he had heart failure?
Shit.
Yeah,
Wait, I got AstraZeneca and then I got migraines.
Rest in peace to my dad, though.
That'll make sense now. Maybe it was that.
Rest in peace to my dad.
Yeah,
He got killed by AstraZeneca. No, COVID didn't kill him. AstraZeneca did.
Mm-hmm.
No, my dad did not die from AstraZeneca, but he did almost die, but it was completely unrelated.
Do you think anyone actually died from the vaccines?
I heard that like a few people did die from AstraZeneca.
I
But
mean, you're basically injecting like a dead virus into.
well, it was kind of I think no, because AstraZeneca had heart complications.
Right.
But it was very few people, and it was
They were probably on death's door already.
yeah. I'm not gonna sit around and justify people dying from like corporate medicine, but like I don't think those people deserve to die, obviously. But I also don't think it's the preferable option was just to not take a vaccine.
Yeah.
Because if it's between like 10 people dying or like 10,000 people dying, like if it's just on that rollout, well, I guess like you kind of got to flip your coin sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if a needle killed you, I don't think you would have fared very good with COVID-19s because COVID-19s took the life of a lot of young, healthy people.
Took the breath out of my dad's lungs.
Remember,
On the ventilator.
he literally took the breath from your father and tried to drown him in air.
And mucus. Yeah.
It almost took your father's life.
It's true. It's sad.
My mom got COVIDs too.
My dad kept saying it was a bad cold.
He's like, it's just allergies.
Did you ever get it?
Did he sound like RFK? He was like, it's just allergies, Tyler.
I never saw him. He was in ICU.
Did you talk to him on the phone?
No.
Your dad could have. Well, wait, okay.
Well, I didn't find out till he's out of the hospital.
How long was he in the hospital?
Like 2 weeks.
Your dad was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and he could have died, and you just wouldn't have known.
He didn't tell me.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
know.
Why didn't he tell you?
I don't know. He's
That's
a private
crazy.
person.
That's crazy.
He said he would be fine. He said to man it out.
Yeah, but he was on a ventilator.
Yeah.
They only put you on a ventilator if there's like a chance you'll die. Yeah. Our fathers have both had very close brushes with death.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was in active heart failure and he drove himself to the hospital.
Happens.
And the nurse said, "I'm surprised you didn't pass out on the way here." So that was the letters. That actually took more time than I expected, so we might not get through all of this, but that's okay.
Speed round.
It's okay to not get through stuff. It just means I did a good job.
We can do some next episode.
What, science part 2?
Yeah.
We can always roll it forward.
I feel like every episode is a science episode.
No. We had a science episode. We had an education episode. That was last time with the teachers getting beat up.
Mm-hmm.
We had an alien episode where we talked about aliens. That's science adjacent. We had one about magic where we talked about spells and demons. We talked about army men where they were talking about how they didn't like woke and how they're doing Nazi role play. They're like, I'm 6'1", toned, cut, 7 inches cut. You ever read like gay fiction and when they're describing the characters like 6'1", short, fluffy brown hair, 7 inches cut.
Yeah.
I would describe myself as fit, but not jacked.
I would describe myself as 6 foot tall with a circumcised willy.
I'm 6 foot. Well, they don't say circumcised; they say cut,
Yeah.
cut or uncut. Like, bro, chill on me.
His member was uncut.
Why don't we talk about how you smell?
Hmm.
I want to see if you stink. Um. So I went to the science forum. There's two science forums. One is science forum. One is sci forum. Um. So
These are all real?
yes, these are all real posts that I found on forums. These posts are between 2025 and 1999, and I didn't write a date down for most of them.
Hmm.
So you're gonna have to kind of guess.
I can probably guess.
Kaidu Orkon says, I have a new theory based on authenticated within previously unrecognized facets of the foundations of classical and contemporary experimental academic physics.
Someone's been watching a science anime.
It is entitled Gravity, Electricity, and Magnetism in the Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Dimensions, the non-mathematically translated special and general relativity, and the reinstatement of Einstein's previously abandoned unified field. The Big Bang Theory is wrong, and tropic heat death is a myth.
Mm.
So I understand a lot of you are uneducated. And basically, like what relativity is sort of one of Einstein's like big theories.
Yeah, what's it about?
Basically, it's saying that time, gravity, and mass are all related to each other.
Mm.
And so
You
if something's
just
got a lot of mass, the gravity's higher.
You just knew that.
The gravity's higher.
Yeah.
And when the gravity's higher, time starts to get a little quicker. Right? So if you're like circling around a black hole, for you, time is going regular, but outside it's going crazy fast. Right? Because it's relative.
So the heavier you are, the faster things are?
Kind of. But it's not like it's like extreme mass.
Mm.
So but that's what he's saying. And this guy's saying the Big Bang Theory is not only wrong, but that heat death of the universe is a myth.
Yeah, sounds legit.
That whole heat death universe thing never made sense to me, and I never felt like looking into it more.
Who cares?
I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be 88. It's gonna be 14 million and 888,000. Hold on, wait, what? It's gonna be 14. It's gonna be 1488 octillion years. Wait, what?
The fuck?
Why did they give it 1488 octillion years? What's going on, bro? So I don't try. When I heard that was the number, okay, this is a fucking chud theory. Because Einstein was Jewish and he never would have said anything like that. So I know that this and heat death bullshit has nothing to do with Einstein. It's probably Stephen Hawking, who was a pedophile.
It's true.
That is crazy that he was. Stephen Hawking is a pedophile.
He was on Epstein Island.
That's crazy. Remember how much you would hear about Einstein, like Stephen Hawking growing up?
Yeah.
He was a pedophile. That's crazy.
Growing up is realizing everyone you loved was a pedophile.
Not my mom.
Diana Ross was one too.
Diana Ross was a full pedophile.
Yeah.
My favorite businessman, Donald J. Trump, turned out to be a
Zuck.
sexual predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my Mount Rushmore of business: Kobe Bryant, Jeffrey Epstein, Warren Buffett, and Donald J. Trump.
Was Warren Buffett out there?
I don't know.
He probably was.
I think Mark Cuban was out there.
Do you like how Mark
Or
Zuckerberg...
no, actually, I think Mark Cuban is one of the few billionaires that wasn't there.
What do you describe the phenomenon called where it's like rich people trying to blend in into normal day people?
Reptilians.
Yeah. But like wearing poor people clothes, like sweatpants.
LARPing.
Yeah.
They're so fake. I can see why people think they're reptilians because they're so fucked and bizarre.
If you
But the truth is honestly just that that money turned them into freaks.
Yeah.
That's it's that simple.
if you have $1 billion, you should be forced to wear a top hat when you're in public.
How about you be forced to wear a ball and chain, and you carry a pickaxe, and we make you slave away in a mines until we can see your rib cage and heartbeat.
The ball and chain is a metaphor for the guilt they feel.
I want Elon Musk to be locked in a cave in pitch black, and the water there's water on the ground, so he will never dry up, so he'll get trench foot, so maggots will eat through his fucking feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to be so starved that you can see his fucking heart and lungs through
Yeah.
his skin,
Gross.
and that is how he will repay his debts to us.
Wasn't he just actually give us money?
We'll take that too, but I'm just saying we need to punish him.
Mm.
Joe Biden will be like the last Chinese emperor, and he can go live on a farm.
Peanut farm.
Peanut farm. Jimmy Carter. So this one. Can you read this? I'm just making sure you can read this one.
Who cares if I can't? I'll read it.
Okay, you could start here from Physio. This was in the joke section of Science Forum, so this is the kind of joke that scientists like.
Attention all. Bashar Assad goes.
No, man, no. Attention all. What are you talking about?
Well, it's pretending it's like an announcement.
That's not how that joke is written. You gotta just read it.
Okay.
You can add flair, but that's not. You gotta read it.
Bashar Assad goes to a primary school.
Well, who posted it?
Physio.
Okay.
You already said that.
Yeah, you can do a Bashar al-Assad voice if you want.
Nope. Bashar Assad goes to a primary school to give a speech. After his talk, he offers question time. One little boy puts up his hand and Bashar
Does anyone have
asks
questions
him,
for the big man?
What?
Didn't
Okay.
he flee Syria, Bashar al-Assad?
Yeah, he's like in Russia now. One little boy puts up his hand and Bashar asks him what his name is. Ali. And what is your question, Ali?
I think it's probably Ali, not Ali.
I have 3 questions. There's no exit. Exclamation. First, why did Syria rules Lebanon for 15 years?
For over 15 years.
Second, why didn't you know who killed Hariri if you were ruler of Lebanon? And third, why did you leave Lebanon now?
Did Syria leave Lebanon? When was this?
I think they're still in Lebanon.
I thought that.
I don't know. I don't know
know.
Lebanese Syrian politics. Just then, the bell rings for recess. Bashar al-Assad informs the kids that they will continue after recess. When they resume, Bashar says, "Okay, where were we?"
Okay, this is the fucking Syrian occupation of Lebanon ended in 2005, so this is a very old joke.
Yeah.
That's probably why we don't get it.
Oh, that's right. Question time. Who has a question? A different little boy puts up his hand. Bashar points him out and asks him what his name is. Teddy.
Oh wait, I see where this is going.
And
Uh-oh.
what is your question, Teddy? I have 5 questions. First, why did Syria rule Lebanon for over 15 years?
Oh no.
Second, why you didn't know who killed Hariri if you were the ruler of Lebanon? And third, why did you leave Lebanon now? Fourth, why did the recess bell go 20 minutes early? And fifth, where is Ali?
Oh shit.
Shit, he killed
Bashar
Ali.
al-Assad killed Ali for asking about Hariri and the occupation of Lebanon.
Dude, this is like what dictators do.
I don't think
This is like Trump.
Trump's like they're like, Trump, why did you stop occupying Minnesota after 2 months?
And where is Billie Eilish
And
after
where is-
wearing fuck ice pin?
Where is Billie Eilish with the fuck ice pin?
Yeah.
Why don't we have recess?
Why didn't we look at the fake news channel?
Why don't we have recess and not rub our bellies?
Wait, why did the fake news channel start 20 minutes early?
Okay, but why does this actually feel more true than a lot of life? Like real life feels faker than this because this used to be ridiculous, and in our current political climate, this is completely normal.
Yeah.
This is completely normal. In fact, I couldn't even tell it was a joke until the part where he said, "Where is Ali?" Because I thought that wasn't funny.
I have follow-up questions to the questions.
Yeah,
We're
we're not gonna.
So
We maybe shouldn't delve too much into the Hariri thing because that could be extremely insensitive.
yeah, I don't really know who that is.
I don't think we should touch that one.
So the first question is saying, why did you rule Lebanon for 15 years? And then the third question is, why did you leave Lebanon? So are
Yeah.
they mad that you left
No,
Lebanon?
well, I think they just want an explanation. Because it's like, why did you leave Lebanon now?
Yeah, but both questions are like accusing him of
Well, they're
being
both
bad.
curious, though. Like, why
It's
would
just
you
ma-
occupy something for 15 years and then just leave? Like, is there a reason? Do you have a puppet government? Like, it's all kinds of good questions.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. So now we got. You're gonna like this. I can tell you like this one from the title. Did you read the
Mm-hmm.
title? Photon guy using railguns to send supplies into space. What would be the practicality of using railguns to send supplies into space?
Very easy.
We don't even have trains. We don't even have trains that are trying to shoot railguns into space. Um, the way a railgun works is by using magnets to propel objects at really high speeds. So a railgun would no doubt be able to propel a spacecraft at escape velocity, and by doing so, it would eliminate the need of fuel to launch a rocket into space. Such spacecraft would have to be unmanned, as the acceleration of a railgun would be too much for people to withstand. They would be squashed like pancakes. But I see no reason why supplies couldn't be sent that way. So the idea is that spacecraft containing supplies could be launched into space and they're retrieved by personnel in the ISS. I'm wondering how that would work.
That's actually very common. It's happening a lot right now.
The VAT said, um, one could send people up if the capsule were filled with water and passengers floated in it.
Mm.
And then, dude, don't pick your thing.
I'm not.
Uh, and then NPTS 2020 says, IMO, the engineering difficulties would not be as great as the political and financial ones.
Mm.
Basically, it
Woke
would be
people.
completely easy to send a rocket to space with a railgun.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think that's like a thing that they want. Whoa, vampire dug up in Croatia. That's crazy.
You Sky News.
So, okay, what they're saying, and this is a thing that I think that scientists are like interested in doing because
You put them in the thumbnail.
we'll just put this on the background, but it's like, okay, do you know where most of the fuel is used up in space flight?
Why is his hair red?
Do you, do you know where most of the fuel is used up in space flight?
Launch.
Yes, X in the atmosphere. So they think like, well, what if you could sort of slingshot it like you had some ballistic tool?
Yeah.
That's why they have like that's why the space elevator, that concept is engaging, because it's like, oh, you can just shoot a magnet will basically pull this rocket up, and then you activate thrusters in space.
Yeah. Have you seen that concept that NASA's doing where they have like a parachute and they shoot lasers into the parachute to
Yeah.
make it go like theoretically faster than light?
My problem with that is that the lasers would burn through the parachute, and I
Well,
don't know if they've considered that.
maybe not.
Also, if you got 12 answers correct on the test, you have an IQ above 120. Why the fuck would I take his advice? He's a pedophile.
My mom took an IQ test the other day and she said that she was incredibly smart.
What did she get?
She got like a high score.
What did she get though?
A certified doctor, she said,
What
told her that she was incredibly above average intelligence
what was the okay, what was the point though?
of taking the quiz.
No, what point did she get? Like what was her IQ quote?
It was
Like
like a
what was her
hundred
intel
something.
100 and something, like 110?
Yeah, it was like high.
That 110 is not like genius. That's like slightly above average.
Yeah, my mom said that the doctor said that she's particularly above average and should consider a career in academia.
But what number? What number?
I don't
Just
remember.
throw one out.
112.
That's not that high.
It's above average.
I think I probably have an IQ of.
Didn't you used to do the LSATs?
Yeah, I could pass a, not to brag, but I if I took the LSAT now, I would pass it enough to get into a bad law school.
Hmm.
But the LSAT's not like an intelligent. You don't have to, I think you have to be intelligent to do the LSAT. There's dumbass lawyers.
What kind of questions do they ask
It's
you?
just it's like logic and reasoning questions and ordering like logical concepts. It's very boring stuff. It's
How,
not interesting.
how to make purple when you have three primary
Well, it's
colors?
like based on if here's a list of data. There's two pieces of data missing. Based on these three rules, what are the missing pieces of data? It's like crap like that.
Why the hell does that matter in law?
Because you don't want idiots running around in law that can't understand things.
Yeah, but that's nothing. Whatever.
How would you know? You've never been in law school. Okay.
Stupid.
So the next post, I'm gonna type in the link so we can get it queued up.
Everyone in law school is kind of ago.
//8i/DUI2P_PVMA.
It's not
The
available
video
anymore.
has been taken down. Okay,
What was
so
it?
just read the title that this guy.
Everett said, "Their blood is blue. because it is mixed with reptilian blood.
Basically, this guy sent to the forum a expose on people that it turns out that basically that the queen was a part lizard because they are inbred and they mixed also with lizards. Why don't you read this next one? This is from John CR 8992.
How far are we to change the sexual orientation of a person using neuroscience, CRISPR,
CRISPR.
neuromodulation, neuronal transplants, and other technologies? Nowadays, it seems that we are in an exponential rate of neuroscience and science development. Last year, a researcher discovered a link between epigenetics and homosexuality.
Ew, what is epigenetics?
Homosexuality with two S's. Plus, we are having CRISPR being used. What is CRISPR?
CRISPR is like a gene editing thing. It's like you can edit
Oh, yeah.
a fetus genes.
Plus, we were using CRISPR to make real and effective results in gene editing. Even with UK starting to edit human embryos. I don't think
Clustered,
that's true.
regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, an efficient gene editing technology.
Is this true? Is the UK editing human embryos?
Yeah, that's what CRISPR is used for. Is editing, is gene editing in utero.
That's kind of fucked up.
I don't know.
Plus, neuroscience is
But
gaining.
there's certain things that maybe we don't want.
Like homosexuality.
No, like if people didn't need to be born with like a cleft, like having a cleft lip kind of sucks for people. It seems like a lot of people don't like having them, or like maybe if you got somebody with AIDS, you could make it so their baby doesn't have it. I don't know how that works. Or like you could exterminate a race that you didn't like too,
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what people would do.
like white people.
Yeah.
Would
God
you feel
willing.
sad if white people stopped? Like if tomorrow, like that, white people stopped existing? Would there be a sadness in you?
Well, I'd be gone.
No, like they would all just turn into a different race and forget they were ever white. But
Oh.
you're the only one who remembers. Have you ever seen that movie Yesterday, where the guy's like, "I'm the only one who knows the Beatles"?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what if it was that, but with white people? You're like, "I'm the only one who knows about white culture."
So what would happen to European culture? Would we all
It
just be...
disappears. It completely disappears. It's now intermixed Asian and African culture.
Oh.
Would you kind of be like,
But that means like the metaphysical reality has changed.
yeah, okay, but don't think too hard about that. The
Okay.
point is, how are you bringing white society back?
I'm not.
You're not gonna be like, guys, listen to this song, boot scootin' boogie. They'd be
guess-
like, did you make that? And you're like, no, it's famous.
I guess I could try to reinvent cringe white people
You
things.
could try to reinvent lost media
Could make-
searches.
I could remake the Chippy Buddy.
You could remake the cartoon video essay.
Mm-hmm.
You could reinvent listening to video game OSTs, Kendrick Lamar and Frank Sinatra.
Mindfulness.
I think other cultures use mindfulness.
Yeah,
I think mindfulness is like,
it is. It's
I think
Buddhist.
that's their religion, bro.
Yeah.
Mindful, they got a religion out of that.
Yeah, but we got rid of the religious components
got
and
rid
called
of-
it mindfulness.
We got rid of the parts about like,
Then we made apps with little neoliberal cartoons that say, "Imagine a world where it's raining."
we're gonna take 5 deep breaths.
Yeah.
You're on the bus. You're on the bus. There's a guy smoking meth next to you and jerking off at the same time.
You're looking
And
at
you're
it.
on the mindful app going.
You know, okay, I have to tell you this little side tangent. So, you know, my mom is like dieting, right?
Yeah, your mom's dieting. Tell everyone about your mom's diet.
So she's really into AI. She likes like the AI Facebook videos, and
It's
she
bad.
uses this like food tracking app to help her track her calorie intake.
You don't need.
And it's like all AI components, and her main thing is
That's
that
so irresponsible.
it's like her avatar is like a AI version of her,
And the AI version gets fatter when she eats bad food.
and it gets sad. Like we had pizza one night, and as soon as she put in the pizza, I saw her go, and it's like blue and frowning, and she looked big.
That sounds like it give you an eating disorder.
Everyone was like, "No, my little girl is just getting bigger."
That seems like it'll give teenagers disordered eating.
Yeah, it reminded me of Wii Fitness. Womp, womp.
I remember those 2 little boys. They were only 100 pounds. They played Wii Fit, said they were obese, and they lost so much weight that they died.
Yeah. they had to do what their Wii told them to do.
Okay, go on.
Back to the letter.
Yeah.
Plus, neuroscience is getting access to multiple methods and even
That doesn't say access. That says
Assess.
That says is.
and even optogenetics, What is that?
I don't know.
With the advent of CRISPR and the breaking of the hematoencephalic barrier in the
Hey,
brain
that was a good pronunciation.
using ultrasound and microbubbles.
I have to go for an ultrasound.
You do. Make it possible to deliver gene therapies to the whole brain tissue.
Hmm.
Next year, the first trial on head.
What if we put a straight guy's head on a gay guy's body?
We put this into this.
I think if you could put a
I thought this was being serious until I got
no,
to that. This
there were
can't be serious.
I'm not kidding. There was 12 pages of debate. There was 12 pages of debate, and each post was like 5 paragraphs. It was ridiculous.
These people are
The
stupid.
debate went on for months. There's like every post that you read, I don't include the follow-ups, but they were all like 12 pages of fighting after.
Do you remember when they made this?
No.
Because they said in next
The
month
first head transplant.
they're doing the first head transplant.
If you could basically if you could take a twink's head off and put a girl's head onto him, it would be the perfect being.
It would, yeah. Some neurons
But
transplanted.
I guess that's technically just a. I guess that's just a pre-op trans woman, kind of.
Mhm.
Except they would have boobs too.
Yeah. Post egg.
Pre-estrogen trans woman.
Some neurons transplanted to patients with Parkinson's.
Do we want to have well, I guess twinks are good. Twinks are good too.
This grammar doesn't make any sense.
I just want to say that I approve of twinks and trans women.
Thank you. Some neurons transplanted.
Well, you can say thank you half. You say half thank you.
Half thank you. Some neurons transplanted to patients with Parkinson almost 30 years ago are still there and working.
That's good.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. Like, you could get rid of blood diseases.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, I'm sure that there are some people that are blind, or if you're like, if I could press a button that would make you see, I'm sure some of them would say no.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them would just go like, I've lived this far. I just want to stay like that.
Plus, you're probably like encouraging like Resident Evil science.
Yeah. But I'm sure there are people who would want to see again.
Yeah.
But nobody wants a blood disease. Nobody's like, no, man, I want this.
I want HIV.
Bro, I want this. Or like one of those diseases that makes you so tall that you die.
Yeah. Tall girl.
No, she didn't die in that movie.
Okay, I need to finish this damn paragraph.
Yeah. It's a long paragraph.
Plus, there is a near quantum computer development to help process all the data from the brain.
The Soviet Union was trying to make their planned economy planned by a quantum computer. They were trying to use quantum computing for planned economies.
I thought they did for a while.
No, they couldn't figure it out.
It's too hard.
You could probably do it now.
Yeah, probably good. We got Stats Canada.
That's not quantum computing.
Dude, what if in the Canadian Communist Revolution, like 80% of the workforce just works in Stats Canada?
Cooked.
Finding the economy.
They're cooked.
That'd be dope. Yeah. With all that happening, can we expect to change the sexual orientation on the next 10 years or so by the combination of all these resources? What does it mean, change the sexual orientation?
Like if gay people, they'd be just gone.
Just change people's sexual orientation?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It got into a really complicated debate.
You remove the queen genetic.
It got really complicated. There was a really complicated debate about the morality of gene editing, nature versus nurture, and if homosexuality is bad. Most people said that homosexuality is good.
That's good.
Gian said homophobia, nature or nurture. Is it possible that homophobia, fear of homosexuality, is something inborn?
Mm-hmm.
That is, if so, by natural selection? Among our remote ancestors, did homophobes survive better? And then in response to this, I couldn't read it all because there's too much. I scrolled down, and Sensei said, it's not easy when gay men come to you and start hitting on you, which happens several times a year if it's winter, or every month if it's summer. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
The last time I had such an accident was a week ago. What? What do you mean? I didn't even read this properly. What does he mean by like he got fucked by them?
I think so.
Like he got like a guy fucked him? Well, I think he said accident, so it seems like he got fucked.
He's got 2 PSs.
P.S. Don't you feel like a chick who refuses a man who wants you? What?
It's like, don't you feel like a chick when a man wants...
Do you feel like a chick when a man wants you?
Hold on, let me read this. Don't you feel like chick who refuses a man who wants you?
When a man flirts with you, do you feel like a chick, or do you just feel like a pretty man?
I think the saying is like when you refuse a man as a
Yeah.
gay man, do you feel like a chick being like, mm-mm?
But when you, have you ever turned down a
I've
man?
never turned down a man.
Wow. So you're kind of a,
Yeah, a little bit.
when a man flirts with you, do you feel like a chick or do you feel like an attractive man?
I guess an attractive man.
Yeah. But you're saying
I've
there's,
never. I feel like if I turned down a man though, I'd feel like a chick.
yeah, well, would you feel like a chick or would you just feel like a man with effeminate qualities?
I don't know. I need to do
But I mean,
experiments.
that's the thing that's so beautiful is it can be both and that's okay, and it can be neither and that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, we have
The
PS2.
the only thing that's not okay is if you refuse and then they do something after that.
Yeah.
That would be not okay.
What is the PS2?
The PS2 was no homophobe here. I gently decline. E.g., I'm sorry you're a great guy, but not my type.
Mm.
Once again, you're a great guy, but not my type. It implies that he's just the wrong kind of gay guy. So he's saying he had an accident, he feels like a chick, and that he's turning down guys saying not my type. I think that this is a complete.
Closeted man.
I think that this is either a out gay man or a closeted woman.
Mm.
And then Cornell asks, "Can science prove God?"
No.
Olga says, "This one's crazy. You can read this one. We're running out of time. I knew we wouldn't have enough time, but
Is this our last one?
no, we got lots more.
Yeah, but like for this episode.
No, we'll keep reading."
Okay. Is universal suffrage the right thing to do?
This is from Sci Forums by Olga.
Why do you need to pass an exam to drive a car? But you don't need to be smart or knowledgeable to choose the country's leadership. Maybe we should introduce a voting exam.
They
I agree with this actually.
Well, maybe we should get into the history of it, where you had to be a citizen to vote, and you had to pass a citizenship test, and the citizenship test would ask you very complicated questions
We still have that.
about history, and they would ask like African people what a piano is and how a piano works, and what sound a violin makes,
Mhm.
and like what sound a kestrel makes. And they'd be like, I don't know. They'd be like, well, you're stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, but think about this. If the election is like about some critical policy, like should we ban immigrants forever?
Yeah.
I feel like you should have to answer like what your interpretation of immigration is or something like that.
But who makes those rules? That'd be the fucking governing
Me,
body.
I do it.
The governing body would make those rules.
I do it for you.
Universal suffrage. They would also. What if somebody has a fucking learning disability? They shouldn't be allowed to vote. I
I'll
don't know. I
vote
feel like
for
they should be
them.
allowed to vote.
I'll vote for them.
I
I
actually-
can handle that.
I actually shouldn't share that.
Wizard
No, I don't agree with the voting test.
Wizard of Whatever responded, "You could just raise the voting age to 65, where people have more life experience to judge things. That's a great idea."
Also, they take a voting test. The majority of people who pass are old people.
Mhm.
Now there's a question: do you support raising the voting age to 65? Now we have the voting age to 65.
Mhm. They also said, is this a new
This
thread?
is a new thing. I'll read that
It's
part.
the same person.
No, man, I can identify a lot of fucking problems with the voting test.
I could make it work.
I don't think you could.
I have stats.
Yeah. No.
Read your thing.
They would take like IQ tests for you to enter the country.
Yeah.
And you'd be like a guy from Africa, and they're like, who is the fucking second prime minister of Canada? You'd be like, I don't fucking know. And they say, head back to Kenya, brother.
Oh.
Get.
Well, that's what Carney's doing right now. He's only letting like the top 100 people in the world in.
Only the top 100?
Yeah. Remember, because he cut like an international student.
So only 100 international students are coming?
It's like only the best of the best, he says.
Like 100 guys.
Yeah.
Girls? That's sexist. So, voting exam, yes or no? Yeah. Wizard of Whatever says, "Whoa, were the worst, greatest killers of their times. Communists, Muslims, Turks."
Why did you put this one in?
Communist, Muslim, Wizard of Whatever says, "Who are the greatest killers? Communists, Muslims, Turks, Mongols, Hutus, Assyrians, Babylonians,
Hutus.
Greek, Roman, barbarian tribe,
Ugandan racism.
other Nazis, colonizers." So,
They're equating Hutus as Nazis.
Part of this, I do get part of this. The communist thing, it's like, yeah, everyone thinks communists murder 10 trillion people, whatever.
Black book communism.
Mongols, Mongols killed a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
They took over like half the. They took over, as far as they were aware, most of the planet.
Colonizers did that
It is
actually.
crazy to think that if you were a Mongolian like lord, you'd be like, "We've owned fucking the whole fucking planet,
Uh-huh.
except Japan. We just gotta get that one part." And then a fucking tsunami comes. But lumping in communist Mongols, and I don't think communists should be on there, but communist Mongols, Nazis, and colonizers in with fucking Muslims, Turks, Hutus, Assyrians, Babylonians, Greek, Romans, barbarian tribes. What the fuck? I guess Turks did Armenia. Not every Turk did it, but yeah. Babylonians. What the fucking the genocide of Babylon?
Uh-huh.
And the Hutus, they only killed like 10,000 people or something. Like that's not good, but it's not Nazi level. And
This is basically just every group that's not whatever the author is.
and the Muslims one is crazy.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't put Christians who started the Crusades. He put
Yeah.
Muslims.
At least in like r/atheism, they like equally hate on both religions.
Yeah. And then Q says, the worst and greatest killers are people who kill in the name of their gods.
Mm.
Charles Broff says, can a society become too humanistic?
No.
Hindu cults do not step on bugs. People believe
That's
plants
good.
have feelings. All of Sudan is filled with stolen ships. Are we to hope
I don't know if
humanism
that's true.
radiates with such benevolence that they stop their behavior?
How do they get ships there? It's the middle of the desert.
Like the coast.
They don't
Something.
have a coast.
Yeah. Baron Mack says, no, there's Sudanese pirates. I'm certain there's Sudanese pirates. I'm certain of this.
I think you're thinking of Somali.
No, there's pirates all over. Sudanese authorities have participated to combat piracy. Well, let's look at Africa because a lot of
You're
people
talking about Somalia.
we don't know what it looks like.
I know what it looks like.
You don't know
Dude, I do map quizzes all day.
map of Africa. I really don't give a fuck about this. Every time I hear about Somali pirates, I never hear about them like murdering people or like assaulting them.
Oh, yeah, shit, you're right. They do have a coast.
Yeah, because like they could go down the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So
My bad.
yeah, but one thing to note is that from what I've read, Somali pirates do not frequently sexually assault. They do not murder people. The Somali pirates are like,
Yeah, they're pretty like ideologically sound. They're just like leftists.
I don't know if I'm going to go out and say that Somali pirates are basically leftists, but pound for pound, they're less violent than like ICE.
Yeah.
Listen, they aim their guns in people's faces and they steal shit. Yeah, that's not good, I guess. And I'm not saying they're all good guys, but like, I think that if it's like, would I rather 5 ICE agents come to my house or 5 Somali pirates? I honestly think that I'd have an easier time negotiating with the Somalis.
I mean, they're using their country's water, like, land
Yeah, Somalia is, and they get into this. They get
deprive
into
their
this.
country.
Well, they get into this. They get into this. So Max Barron says, I think we should just face the facts. If everyone wanted to stop pirates, we could do it in milliseconds without batting an eye. We, as in all people involved in shipping, don't want it to stop it. Plain and simple. Fraggle Rocker says, by the standards of the Bush administration, which destroyed an entire country in order to create business opportunities for Halliburton and Blackwater, what's going on off the coast of Africa is just business, cowboy style. So Fraggle Rocker completely dick smacks Baron Max.
Mm-hmm. Is that how we leave it?
A leftist scientist.
Yeah.
No, because we got more.
Already 55 minutes, man.
This one is fucking insane. Do you want to read it or do you want me to read
This
it?
is the last one, but you can read it.
Human Beast. In the not-so-distant future, women may be farmed for the purposes of pleasuring men, according to Angry Harry, a men's rights activist.
Yeah, they already made a book series about this.
They liked it. They wanted this. Angry Harry says, listen carefully. Basically, women were designed by nature to taste good to men when they are hungry. And that fundamentally is the end of the matter. The universe does not seem to have been figured out any long-term purpose for them. And even the ancients clearly recognized this by emphasizing the important bits of women on their sculptures. Realistically, women have only got one hope when it comes to having a happy future. They will have to taste good to men. If they do not, they're toast. The converse, however, is not true. Men do not have to taste good to women. Without men, nothing would ever be built or maintained. It is men who create, construct, develop, operate, and maintain just about everything that represents the progress of humans on this planet. This all suggests that women are going to behave more like women than men, or they will find themselves heading for a fall. I'm gonna point out 3 ways that women do uphold things that they need to get upheld. One, I see women in construction sites all the time nowadays. Two, those black ladies helped them get to the moon in that movie Hidden Figures. They did all the math to get the asses to the moon. Thank you, black women. Black History Month.
Thank you.
Thank you, black. Three, also Rosa Parks. Three, and Harriet Tubman. But three, shout out Harriet Tubman, Black History Month. She was yeah. Three, um,
Come on.
whenever I go to Tim Hortons, there's always a lot of women working there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that needs to get done.
Gig work is overrepresented
Gig
with
work.
women.
And also, I have had female doctors, so they're keeping us healthy.
They're good.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good place to end.
No, there's one more. Goofy headed punk 2002 says, "Poop monkey. Why weapons is it unethical for us as a species to build weapons to kill other members? Granted, death and destruction is a natural thing for a species, but I mean, should we devote so much time to killing each other?" Chagger says, "I would have to say that considering how quickly the population has been increasing, we don't spend nearly enough time killing each other." And this guy, his theory of expanding universe, he drew a diagram. So this
The hell does that mean?
this is Einstein's theory of
It's just a bunch of zeros.
this is Einstein's theory of expanding universe, and this is Chagger's theory of expanding universe. This guy came from the year 2112. This guy invented an eternal life device that he uses, and it can help you out. Christianity will be extinct one day, and this guy says Jesus is fake. Basically,
It's not Reddit without that.
it wasn't. None of these were from Reddit.
Mm.
They were from science forums. So yeah, that's that.
I want to learn about that vampire they dug up in Croatia.
This was what I think. In retrospect, these have been some of the craziest, like, forum posts we've gotten. What was that? Go back to that. What was that?
I don't know what that was. It's just some twink doing his makeup. It's just Wuthering Heights makeup.
That's Wuthering Heights?
Trying to be Kate Bush.
That's Wuthering Heights?
Kinda.
Okay. All right, we're out of time for today, so we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching if you did. Oh, we also did the pet episode. I thought that was a very good one. I like the pet episode.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I want to learn about the Croatian vampire.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Stay off Reddit.
Bye-bye. We weren't on Reddit at all. Dude, we weren't on Reddit. Okay. Do stay off Reddit, though. Can you show them the vampire quickly? Hold on. Let me just...
I thought we were putting him in the thumbnail.
Shit.
Just put him in the thumbnail. You can cut this out.
This is the Croatian vampire.
He kind of looks like Seth Rogen.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.